In this video, our installer will demonstrate some simple techniques you can use when installing a NYCE network in a residence. One of the cost-saving benefits of using NYCE's networking solutions is the ability to daisy-chain devices along the network instead of having to home-run cables to each location. This provides a tremendous time savings for the installer. In a daisy-chain configuration, EPM2s are used. If no further daisy chaining is required, an EPM1 can be used. NYCE's networking solution provides a secure, hardwired, high-bandwidth connection to every device. When installing POF cable from device to device, the easiest way to run the cable is along baseboards. If there's enough space between the carpet or floor and the baseboard, simply tuck the POF cable under the baseboard to hide the cable from view, using your POF Cat installation tool. When there's not sufficient space, use the POF clips to secure the cable to the baseboard. You could also remove the baseboard and neatly tuck the POF cable behind. In many instances, it may be easier to simply run POF cable under carpeting across a room than to run it along baseboards. Installing POF cable under carpeting is quick, easy, and because it's so thin, you won't feel it underneath your feet. Using a magnet-pull tool, POF cable can be easily pulled underneath the carpet. There's no need to worry about the POF cable breaking. Its pull strength is stronger than Cat 5 cable. Stepping on it will not compress the POF or affect the signal in any way. Because the bending radius of the POF cable is less than 13 millimeters, an installer can easily bend and tuck the POF tight around door jambs. The magnet pull tool will also come in handy for running POF cable inside and up walls into the attic space. From the attic, attach the metal chain that comes with the magnet pull tool to the POF cable. Insert the chain into the wall cavity and pull the chain down the wall with the magnet pull tool. The POF cable can now be pulled out of the hole in the wall where the outlet is located to be connected to a NYCE device. The POF roll can then be easily carried across the attic space to the next wall cavity. Cut the length needed and run the POF cable down the wall to the next NYCE device. If you're daisy chaining NYCE devices and you must go through the attic space to reach each device in the chain, a good practice is to loop the POF cable and feed it down the wall to the desired location. Cut it at the location, then pull the roll through the attic to the next wall cavity. Repeat for each location, and for the last device in the daisy chain, measure the amount of POF needed, cut it, and feed it down the wall to the device. POF cable is plenum and UV rated, so it is safe to make your cable run any place indoors or outdoors as needed. Also, connecting two strands of POF cable together is easily done with a NYCE POF inline connector. Once all of the POF cable is in place, finish installing the devices and test the signal to each device. And that's all there is to it. NYCE.